Good evening and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester, and we are here with Global Racing Xfinity Series here at Kansas Motor Speedway in Kansas, out of all places, for the not Kansas, not home with Thorpe 200. Uh, because I'm the broadcaster, I get to come up with the names of the races, and I love having a little bit of fun with everybody. So anyway, we got about 16 drivers out there gonna race and give y'all a showing. A couple of people look like they're not showing up. Bobby Hamilton Jr. and Dale Brooks seems to not be here yet so far, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that and see if two of the top runners make it to the race. But we got practice going on right now. We got probably a little over 2 minutes of practice left as we were watching Will Hewitt in that 45. Let's jump on to Don Blazer over here, that 23 Moonlight car. Pretty nifty looking car there. Definitely like the what do we got on the hood there? Let's see if we can find out what he got on the hood there. Oh, we got some Midnight Moonshine. I don't know, make Midnight Moonshine. Okay, but there it is. So we get some play time for the Midnight Moons guys. Okay, let's go check out Jeff Weimer in the Jack Daniels 73. Ooh, you see the 99 of Michael Hayes get real loose right there in front of the 73. A lot of these guys testing the limits of their cars here at Kansas. Kansas is a 1.5 mile track. It's a very fast track. Top speeds anywhere between 180 to 183. I do believe in trucks. I'm not really sure of how fast the top speed is in these Xfinity cars, but I'm pretty sure that they are pretty fast. Right. So about 1 minute left of practice, and we're going to get into qualifying as we see Michael Hayes lose it there. Okay. All right, we're back here. We're qualifying as we see at 23 of Don Blazer gonna put down his fast lap, his first lap, trying to get that best time. Being up front in this race is kind of key. Like I said, it's a quick race, and I do believe from talking to guys like Mike Hayes and Stephen Hayes, uh, it's not like the Truck Series where it stays grouped up for a lot. You can very well get away from the pack if you're a solo car. So we're gonna see Don Blazer. So far, he's being showed in the first position with Will Hewitt on track. So far, getting the second one. Let's see how he looks at the start finish line on his second lap. Looks like Will Hewitt. Nope, David Bradford's going to sneak in there and try to get that. He's got that pole on his second lap, pushing Don Blazer to second, Will Hewitt third. David Holsey's out there. We'll see how David Holsey does on his laps. He's on his second lap right now. Jeff Weimer sitting there on. Got Donnie Honeycutt out there. He's trying to make it. David Holsey up to second place in the qualifying order right now with 30.477. So these guys are putting down some real good speeds tonight. EJ Luna, that Pepsi 24 Chevrolet. Cody Hager, while we were watching Luna, he takes the pole with a 30.274. Like I said, blistering speeds coming from these guys. David Bradford, David Bradford's on the pit road. He got a really fast speed with his first lap, and then looks like he resetted. So we'll go. Mike Hayes is out there. Mike Hayes was one of the quicker guys in practice. Mike Hayes' third quickest with a 30.45. Let's look. Jeff Weimer in that 73 Jack Daniels Chevrolet. Like, here's a 34 of Michael Thorpe in that University of North Ohio, which if he hasn't already gone, should be going to here this year, a freshman and everything. So good luck to Michael Thorpe Jr. Jeff Weimer qualifying 9th quickest. Michael Thorpe on his first lap. He's staying up on that high side, trying to get that engine revved up so that he can drop down on the second lap and ride that white line all the way around this track. Oh, you see him get down there and just dip down, and that is not good for these cars. As you see him getting loose coming off the turn, that's definitely going to hurt his second lap. So qualifying is over. Let's give y'all the rundown here. We got Cody Harger taking over the first spot. David Bradford, his teammates with Cody, taking over second. Michael Hayes third. David Holsey fourth. Don Blazer fifth. Michael Thorpe sixth. Jeff Weimer seventh. Jason Schilling eighth. EJ Luna ninth. Will Hewitt's going to get 10th. Donnie Honeycutt is 11th. DJ Honeycutt is 12th. Justin LeBlanc 13th. Ricky Hudgens 14th. Austin McGill did not put a qualifying. I do not think Ricky put a qualifying down either, but Austin's going to be 15th and Chuck Cobb is going to be 16th. So there's your 16 runners for tonight. Want to welcome everybody in watching over on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the league, and thank you for supporting the drivers. This past weekend was the anniversary of September 11th. So as these cars start taking the track, we're going to go a moment of silence until the green flag waves. As soon as we get the command to start your engines and move down the track, we will be going to a moment of silence for all the victims of the September 11th, and also the remembrance of everybody who has lost their life due to that travesty on September 11th.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out. Cody Hager takes him down to the start finish line, going to turns 1. Michael Hayes on the inside, trying to take the lead on the first lap, and is going to get the advantage on that low side. 51.99 battling to see who's going to lead the first lap going into turn 3. Give the advantage to Michael Hayes, but Cody Hager fights back on that outside. David Bradford falling into third position right there in front of Dave Holsey. Cody Hager retaking the lead back from the 99, but here comes the 60 of David Bradford back around the 99. 99 got a little bit of a jump there, but couldn't hold on to the momentum. And now is falling back to third place. Now under fire from David Holsey and Don Blazer. David Holsey thought about making it 3 wide for a second there, but thought better of it. Back here battling for third, fourth, and fifth. Don Blazer on the inside of Michael Hayes, trying to get the advantage, is able to make the pass. Now sets his sights on the 60 of Dave Bradford, Mike Hayes, David Holsey. Now Michael Thorpe underneath Holsey, trying to get underneath Hayes. Hayes struggling up there on that high side. Good battles behind Mike Hayes, just having troubles right here. Got Jeff Weimer looked like he went across somebody's nose there for a second. It looked like he went over the nose of 95, but was able to grab a hold of his car, and everything is good, but a little scary. One of those Code Brown moments for the 73 and the 95. Michael Thorpe on the move here. You see him getting around Michael Hayes, and Michael Hayes just having a lot of trouble with that 99 Lazy Lizard machine. David Holsey now trying to get underneath the 34 of Michael Thorpe. Battle for fourth place right there behind Don Blazer. David Holsey thinks better of him, gets right behind Michael Thorpe Jr. Too many Michaels in this. Jason Schilling trying to battle with Jeff Weimer back here for 7th and 8th position, door to door, going through the try over there. A little bit further back, Will Hewitt, the third member of that TCB in tonight's race, sitting there battling with DJ Honeycutt, our ARCA Series champion for week or for season 3 of the ARCA. Looks like David Holsey and Michael Thorpe up here battling again. Oh, looks like David Holsey getting around Thorpe, and looks like now Michael Hayes is trying to get back around Thorpe. So Michael Hayes needing a couple laps to get those tires up the pressure. Now he is moving back through the field, back up to 5th place, right there behind Dave Holsey. Dave Holsey now making ground up on teammate Don Blazer, both members of Blazing Fools Racing there. Michael Thorpe and Michael Hayes still battling. Michael Thorpe pushing it down that track side by side down the backstretch. He's just unable to make the pass. That high side does have some speed coming off of the turns. Some early good pack racing going on here, back here for the 5th, 6th, and 7th spot. Jeff Weimer back around Jason Schilling, and now trying to get back up in this fight with Thorpe and Hayes. We're back up front. Cody Harger, teammate David Bradford right behind him. Probably going to be a lot of strategies being played out here tonight. Dave Holsey still in the wake of the 23, Don Blazer. Drafting with him, trying to get back up to these front 2 guys. You see Dave Holsey cutting the track just a little bit. You get a little extra speed going through those trials. You see Dave Holsey just slingshotting right past the 23 of Don Blazer. Don Blazer doesn't contest it. Long race, knows he's got a good car. Now he's gonna look on the inside of Dave Holsey. Dave Holsey riding that rim, going all the way up. Ooh, Michael Thorpe with evasive maneuvers. It looks like they're almost getting up into the wall. It's a big story tonight. Dale Brooks, Bobby Hamilton Jr. not making it to the race tonight. So I want to give a big shout out to them guys. Hope everything's okay, and hope to see y'all next week at Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's go back here and check it. Let's check in the back here. Oh, we got 45 of Will Hewitt. Something's wrong. Getting passed by Chuck Cobb and Justin LeBlanc. Looks like Will Hewitt not liking that 45 car right now, and EJ Luna off pace as well, back here in the 14th spot, and Donnie Honeycutt back here in the 15th spot. Thought we had 16 cars, but I guess I was wrong. Back up front, Cody Hager continuing to lead. David Bradford in second, but Dave Holsey in that 57 Airborne U.S. Army Chevrolet making the ground up, now is up there trying to challenge for the lead or challenge second place for right now. Unless he gets somebody up here to help him out, those two teammates are going to be nose to tail. It's going to be very hard to pass them. I mean, this is not a Talladega. It is not a Daytona track or even the new Atlanta. But draft does come in to play here. As you see the 60 car now looking on the inside of teammate Cody Harger. And that brings the other two cars of not David Holsey, but Michael Hayes and Michael Thorpe right back into the mix as well. So we got a 5-car grouping for the lead. Don Blazer just dropping like a rock. Had a really good car in the early run. Here, 17 laps in, and his car is just tight. It looks like gonna run some different lines, see if he can loosen that car back up a little bit. Just got passed for 7th place by Jason Schilling. Michael Thorpe now trying to get around the 99 again of Michael Hayes, and here comes Jeff Weimer making it 3 wide. Jeff Weimer getting a little bit of loose there, but makes the pass on the 99. Now looks like he's going to try to make the pass on a 34. And it's been a long time since Jeff Weimer has been to victory lane in any of these series, so it'd be pretty good to see him get up there and battle for the lead, even though I hate Jeff Weimer. It's still good to see him up there performing. I do believe he got those shoulders worked on and fixed, so he's able to do some long races that we see here tonight. Michael Thorpe getting back around Jeff Weimer. Jeff Weimer is going to be sitting there in 5th place. Now Michael Thorpe looks at the inside of Dave Halsey.
Caution.
Oh, caution is out.
Caution report. Correct. I can't see shit.
Looks like something happened with Ricky Hudgens. Let's go back and find out. Let's see if we can. Oh, not that far. Can't go that far. Let's go back here and find out what happened with Ricky Hudgens here. Let's see what happened. Oh, he looks like he tags the wall. Oh, wow. What driving by Chuck Cobb to miss that. Brings out the caution. Let's run that again, but we're going to watch it through the eyes of Cobb. Does not look like he has any damage on that car, but let's go into the cockpit of we're gonna see. As you can see by his view, he's Ricky's already in the wall, and you see him, and he does not know where. He's like, where's he gonna go? Oh, and evasive maneuvers get down. Great driving from the 81 of Chuck Cobb. So while we are under caution here, we're gonna bring Chuck up and in his own words. Chuck Cobb, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy? Chuck Cobb, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Hello?
Hey, Chucky, man. We just brought you up here. We just want to know how brown your pants are after that one.
A little bit.
Yeah, we rode with you on the cockpit, and that was some really good evasive maneuvers. You couldn't really tell where Ricky was going to end up at, but man, great driving out there, brother.
Yeah, it was scary. I
Oh,
thought I hit him, but I did not. Thank God.
It looks like you just, you got through it by a weed stem there.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna send you back down, man. Who you want to give a shout out to?
Just shout out to my guys over at Blazing Fools and for you for putting this on for us. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate the kind words. We're gonna send you back down to Blazing Fools. That's the owner of Blazing Fools right there, Chuck Cobb. Move of the race, right there. Evasive maneuvering, and man, I mean, like I said, any other time that would have been a T-bone, but no, he was able to pull it off right there. So good job by Chuck Cobb there, and missing that one. So after yellow flag pit stops, Cody Hager is still going to be your leader. David Bradford in second, David Halsey third, Michael Thorpe fourth. Fifth is going to go to Jeff Weimer. Michael Hayes falling all the way back to sixth. Justin LeBlanc gaining some ground up there in seventh. Jason Schilling back there in eighth. Will Hewitt in ninth. Chuck Cobb 10th. Don Blazer is 11th. Donnie Honeycutt 12th. Ricky Hudgens 13th. 14th. DJ Honeycutt struggling back there in 13th place. EJ Luna looks like he is in the pits and his car is not going the way he wants it to go. So it might look like he is out of the race. Oh, Austin McGill did not take the. He left before the race started, so that's why there is not 16 guys out there. Green flag back in the air. Cody Hager taking us down the start-finish line, going into turns 1 and 2. See David Bradford and Michael Thorpe up there trying on the high side. David Halsey falling in behind him. Michael Thorpe making a run, getting that second place away from David Bradford. Now sets his sight out to the lead. Michael Thorpe pushing that car early in the stages. I think that's the only way he knows how to race is to push that car 100% all the time. So most of the time it works out for him. Let's see if this time is going to be the case. Here he is battling for the lead. Gets a little tight. Goes up and looks like he's made a little bit of contact. Ooh, God. And that's definitely something that people remember down the road. As you see, Michael Thorpe on the high side. Cody Hager now looking on the inside. Cody Hager now just tucks in behind the 34. Looking on the low side and seeing if he can do anything. Let's go back here and check on Ricky Hudgens and see how much that's damage on the right side of his car. He should got a lot of damage. He should have a bit of damage on that right side. I wouldn't say a lot. Let's see. It looked like he got pancaked a little bit there on that right side. It definitely probably affecting the way that car is handling. Sometimes it's a good thing. It changes too, and sometimes it's something you just can't handle. Don Blazer back here in 11th place after being up in third position. He's falling back here to 11th place. Michael Hayes and David Halsey up here battling for the 4th and the 5th position. Right now it's being held by the 57 of David Halsey. Mike Hayes trying to get on that inside and make it work. Michael Thorpe pulling away by 0.3 of a second on Cody Hager. See if see if he can keep up this pace. He's got the clean air in front of him, so That might be what his car was asking for. Like Jason Schilling and Will Hewitt back here for 7th and 8th place battling. Jason Schilling just takes it from Will Hewitt. Before that yellow flag came out, we seen Will Hewitt having some troubles going back to the back. And see if that was a yellow flag in godsend for that 45 of Will Hewitt. See if he made some changes to get that car better. Back here, Jeff Weimer looking. David Hosey and Mike Hayes still battling for 4th place. Jeff Weimer trying to get behind his Blazing Fool teammate to help him out. And that bottom gets such a run going into the turns that outside just pulls away on that exit. Back here, they're playing leapfrog with positions every lap. David Halsey trying to look on the outside of the 60 car now. Now the 60 car is trying to look on the inside of the 51. Ricky Hudgens back here battling with Jason Schilling and Chuck Cobb as well, right behind. Bunch of cars right back here. Stephen Hayes is also a guy who's not here in the race tonight. Going to get hit in the points big time. All right, there. See Ricky Hudgens looking on the inside of Jeff Weimer. Jeff Weimer trying to battle with the 45 of Will Hewitt. So there's battling going on all around here. Up front, Michael Thorpe's lead has evaporated and is down to less than a tenth. Cody Hager is right there as well as Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes is there too. So a bunch of teams Cody Hager hits the wall. David Halsey gets into the back of him. Caution is out. Cody Hager gets up and hits the wall. David Halsey has nowhere to go and goes up and bangs right into the back of Cody Hager. Oh, man, I hate to see that. David Halsey and Cody Hager was having such a great run. We'll go back and watch and see, did the 60 help the 51, or exactly why did the 51 get up into the wall? A lot of damage done. Let's do this in a far chase. Let's see what happens here. Oh no, Cody just gets into the wall by himself. And 60 goes down low to a miss him, and the 57 just he couldn't get down in time and comes up and just clocks him a little bit. Good bit of damage done to the 57 as well. But pit road is alive, but the top two guys stay out. David Bradford, these guys got 5 sets of tires in the pits. I mean, we'll see what the difference. Michael Thorpe was already kind of losing his lead to the rest of these guys. Michael Hayes has stayed out as well, but everybody behind him has come in for pits there. See David Halsey still in, as well as Cody Hager, the two guys that were involved in that one. Jason Schilling's in for an extended amount of time. He's gone away. I don't know if Jason got involved in that or not, but we'll definitely keep an eye on Jason as well. So Michael Thorpe and Michael Hayes, two guys that did not pit. We're going to see how that strategy works out for them. See David Halsey back out on the track, and that front end is crinkled up a little bit. And like we said at the beginning of the race, this is not Daytona, it's not Talladega, but draft does play a big part into it, and that's definitely going to take its toll right there. Well, we'll keep an eye on the 57 and see if he can overcome that. Last week's winner at Daytona. Green flag back out. Michael Thorpe taking him down. It looks like Michael Hayes jumps up and starts letting people go on by him, knowing they got the fresher tires. Will Hewitt now in second place, looking for the lead. Michael Thorpe's been known to lay some blocks down, but chooses not to do it this time and lets Will Hewitt get around. I think this is the first time I think I've seen Will Hewitt lead any race here in Global. Will Hewitt's going to get first. David Bradford second. Michael Thorpe trying to cross over the 60 car, is unable to do it, gets back in time. Here comes DJ Honeycutt. DJ Honeycutt now looking on the inside of the 34. And speaking of Don Blazer there, Don Blazer, real good friends with a fellow Global guy who we sorely miss over here in Global. One David Munns. Dave, if you're watching the race, man, we hope you get better, and we're well aware of everything that's going on with you, and we send out our thoughts to you, man. We hope you get better, and we look forward to the day that you come back and race with us. You always have a spot here, and like I said, we just hope you get better and come on home. David Bradford now takes the lead away from Will Hewitt as we were watching Don Blazer. New leader now, David Halsey passing Michael Thorpe. So that 57 car might be okay. He might not be as fast as these leaders, but he's as fast as everybody else. He's sitting there in 5th place right now. So maybe that little dent in the front of his car, maybe it's helped him out. And he's found some speed in that 57 car right now. the problem with it, he's got damage on that front side. Even if he has all of his horsepowers, that damage is pushed in that hood, and it's not letting as much air through get to that engine as it was. So he might have. He's definitely watching that that water and oil temp gauge and seeing if he can keep it cool enough to finish this race. Definitely does not want these cars to overheat. DJ Honeycutt, who is mirrored in the back for most of this race, now sitting in third place under pressure from the 23 of Don Blazer. And, last time we seen these guys door to door, they got together. I can't remember what track it was, but definitely cost one of the drivers a good finish. So these guys have a little bit of history together here. But both of them giving each other enough room to race. Don sneaks in back behind. I apologize. Got a little burping issue over here. Will Hewitt right there in front of DJ Honeycutt. David Bradford pulling away by half a second. Michael Hayes has fallen back to 13th place. Michael Thorpe fallen back to 14th place. These are the guys who have stayed out on the older tires. I do believe I think they can go 48 to 50. Oh, Michael Thorpe getting really close to that quarter panel of the 99. Jeff Weimer having some issues. He's back here in 12th spot. And he I mean, unless he didn't take tires that last time and just took fuel. Looks like Don Blazer finally getting around DJ Honeycutt cleanly. Both of these guys, good racers and racing with some respect out there. And then getting a little spaced out here. We got David Bradford now pulling away to almost a second lead over teammate Will Hewitt. Don Blazer putting the pressure on him, trying to get that second position away from the 45. Now we've seen Don 45 gets up a little too high. Might have gotten into the wall a little bit, but seems to have been able to take care of it. Loses a spot to Don Blazer and DJ Honeycutt. Jeff Weimer and Cody Carter, who was involved in that accident on the last caution, seemed to have a little bit of spunk in that car as well. I don't know what's up with Jeff Weimer. It looks like Jeff Weimer might have a little bit of damage on the tail end on the tail end of his car. Justin LeBlanc making a pass on David Holsey for 5th place. Going to try to bring Chuck Cobb around as well. Oh, Donnie Honeycutt gets into the wall back here. And he always loves it when my camera catches him doing these things too. Big shout out to Donnie Honeycutt giving us a live slapping of the wall. Chuck Cobb and Dave Halsey battling. And Dave Halsey might be battling a overheating car right now. He was fast in the beginning, but that oil gauge might have started coming on, and he's like, all right, well, I got to back it out and go probably about 3/4 speed to try to keep this car from blowing up and trying to make it to the end. And now, like, basically, the only way you're going to be able to fix that is if you go in there and take some tape off and try to get more air into that front grill as you can, try to keep that thing cooled off. But then that definitely plays havoc with your aerodynamics of the car. So David Halsey's got a big hill to climb. 2 seconds out in front of second place Don Blazer is our leader, David Bradford. Lap 56 of lap 137. Don Blazer and DJ Honeycutt back here, not really battling right now. I think they're content to try to maybe draft off of each other and see if they can erase that lead that David Bradford has on him. And it's coming down a little bit. It's fluctuating. As you see, the 85 of Justin LeBlanc trying to get up in here in the picture. So a lot of teams being represented over here in the top 5. You got David Bradford from TCB, Don Blazer from Blazing Fools, DJ Honeycutt from Hypershift Motorsports, Justin LeBlanc from Lazy Lizards. That's 4 teams in the top 5. So it's a pretty good even race out there with everybody. And you got Chuck Cobb battling Will Hewitt for that fifth spot, and Chuck's a man on a mission right now. He's like my guy. He's like my guy Thorpe over there in Dirty South. Yeah, might have made a wrong decision. Him and Mike Hayes staying out that last time. These guys have fallen 10 seconds back behind the lead. And I know these guys are wanting another caution here. Go up and look at the 21 of Ricky Hudgens. He was involved in that first caution, hitting the wall himself and coming off of that wall. Almost taking out Chuck Cobb there. And see David Halsey now falling back to the 8th position. David Halsey definitely probably handling of the car has changed. Those tires are getting worn, so it's driving a lot different than it was before the damage to that front end. Well, we're not going to say David Halsey's out of this race because he's on the lead lap. He's going around the right way. Ain't nobody out of the race. Right now, David Bradford lead down to 1.6 on Don Blazer. Don Blazer with Blazing Fools Racing, man. He is blazing around this track right now. So let's see at the line. Let's see at the line here. Let's catch him at the line. Oh, at the line, David Bradford was actually quicker than Don. So we'll keep an eye on it and see if this next one, if they swap back. But yeah, David Bradford with a 32.8 the last time, and Don Blazer with a 33.1. So look, Don Blazer might have had a little hiccup there, costing that one. Let's see how this next lap does. Got 33 flat. Yeah, David Bradford or Don Blazer just a little bit quicker. But the quickest one right now is the third place, Justin LeBlanc. Was the quickest that last time by the top 5 guys. So give Justin LeBlanc third. Give Chuck Cobb. Look at Chuck Cobb with a 4th place run right now, being just as quick as Justin LeBlanc. This time, Chuck Cobb the quickest around this track. So give Chuck Cobb the nod right now as the fastest driver out there. And we've seen it the first long run we were having with Don Blazer. He had a really good fast car. Later in the run, he's getting a little bit tight. He's going to have to change his driving line a little bit, get out of that gas a little bit more each time around to try to keep that thing loose on him, to keep it going. But right now, he's got a mirror full of that 85 of Justin LeBlanc, and right behind him the 81 of Chuck Cobb. These guys are coming fast. Last time by, give it to Chuck Cobb again, 32.9 compared to Justin LeBlanc's 33 flat. Some more mentionables not here tonight. Steve Gerber is off, and hate to see him not out there racing with crew chief Ryder right there. Hopefully we get him back next week. Next week we're going to Bristol Motor Speedway. So we're going to go from the fast track of Kansas to the fast track of Bristol as we see Justin LeBlanc looking on the outside of Don Blazer. Don Blazer goes back up there and closes the door quick, but here comes Justin LeBlanc again. And this track it's really hard to pass on with used tires. As you see the 81 of Chuck Cobb getting low on the 85 of Justin LeBlanc. Well, looks like Chuck Cobb is going to make that pass. Give Chuck Cobb third position, and very impressed with that 81 car tonight. Been a man on the move. Starting to look like Dale Brooks driving that 81. Oh, looks like Don gets up into the wall a little bit, gives Chuck Cobb second place. Well, meanwhile, David Bradford pulling back away from these second, third, and fourth guys. Almost 2 seconds now away from Chuck Cobb. Justin LeBlanc taking third from Don Blazer. So give it David Bradford first, Chuck Cobb second, Justin LeBlanc third. Let's go. Will Hewitt is in the. Oh, he's 8 laps down. DJ Honeycutt's 2 laps down. I think DJ Honeycutt made his. Nope. Yep. DJ Honeycutt made his second pit. Or did he already make it? So something might be wrong with DJ Honeycutt's car here. Michael Thorpe and Michael Hayes still not made their pit stop yet. Hoping for a yellow flag, but everybody's kind of spaced out now. I don't see a yellow flag happening. What I do see is Chuck Cobb picking up some speed here. And it bounces back and forth to who's quicker. Right now, it's pretty even between David Bradford and Chuck Cobb. Cody Hager out there with all that damage sitting there in 7th. Ricky, something happened. Ricky's coming into the pits. Here comes Michael Thorpe in the pits. And this is definitely going to put Michael Thorpe at least 1 lap, maybe even 2 laps down, as he already 1 lap down, still just now coming out of the pits. Here comes David Bradford down the backstretch. On lap 78. Ricky Hudgens, the first one a lap down. DJ Honeycutt right behind him. DJ Honeycutt's 2 laps down. Oh, Michael Hayes comes down pit road and messes up. Can't get into his box. So big mistake from the 99. He's definitely going to go at least 2 laps down. You see, so bad decision to stay out the first time. Probably a little frustrated that the yellow didn't come out. Did not get into his pit cleanly. David Bradford's going to come around to try to put him 2 laps down. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, but Michael Hayes gives up a lot of positioning to Ricky Hudgens and Michael Thorpe. Justice LeBlanc, Chuck Cobb. You see Chuck Cobb getting, Jeff Weimer just cuts right down in front of Chuck Cobb there. Jeff Weimer one time up there in the top 5, now falling back to 13th position, 3 laps down. David Bradford continuing to lead. Chuck Cobb in second, closing the gap between first and second, now within a second of each other. Jason Schilling coming in. Should be some green flag pit stops already have started. David Bradford and Chuck Cobb, the 2 last guys, and Justin LeBlanc, Don Blazer, David Halsey, Cody Hager, the 6 guys who have not did that 3rd pit stop yet. Everything pretty much stabilized itself. Everybody's pretty much spaced out. Chuck Cobb and David Bradford continue to be the quickest cars out there on the track. Here, lap 88 of 137. David Bradford continuing to lead. Chuck Cobb right behind him, though. Ricky Hudgen, first car, 1 lap down in that 21 black rifle. Phone fell. All right. David Bradford coming down pit road. I think, see if he can make it the rest of the way. He went 52 laps. Definitely can make it the rest of the way. Oh, he misses his stop, his pit stall. David Halsey out and away. Cody Hager back out and away. And when were we going? Here comes Chuck Cobb and Justin LeBlanc. They're going to make a good decision and not stay out past their prime. So give third place to Ricky Hudgens. See if he can able to come around and maybe lead a. Yeah, put Ricky in first place. Give Michael Thorpe second place, but Michael Thorpe's definitely going to have to come in again before this race is over. I do apologize. I'm getting aggravated because my neighbors decide they want to run their buggy all night long, and it's really annoying right outside my window. So Ricky Hudgens, your new leader. Michael Hayes in third. David Bradford has third place. And for some reason, he's got a 3-second lead over Chuck Cobb. I don't know if Chuck had a bad pit or what. We're going to see how that turns out. That's quite a distance to make up. Ricky Hudgens coming back down pit road again. He pitted a little earlier than everybody else did, so on them older tires, he's deciding to come down and pit now. Gives the lead up to Michael Thorpe. Michael Thorpe on the same strategy. He has only pitted twice, where everybody else has pitted 3 times. He's pitted a lot sooner than David Bradford and Chuck Cobb and Justin LeBlanc. So as long as this stays green, Michael Thorpe will definitely have to pit one more time. David Bradford 2 seconds behind Michael Thorpe. And that lead is definitely evaporating here. He's now caught Michael Hayes for that second position. Michael Hayes is another one of those guys. He's going to have to come down at least one more time. David Bradford making short work of Michael Hayes. Now sets his sights on our leader, Michael Thorpe Jr. And I guess the guys were counting on being another caution at some point. Dave Bradford now catching Michael Thorpe Jr. Again, just like Hayes, makes short work of him. Gets around Thorpe, put David Bradford back out in the lead. Chuck Cobb now trying to make it to the back of Michael Hayes' car. And these two guys probably, Michael Thorpe and Michael Hayes probably still need to make it one more pit stop. David Bradford, he's moved out to a 1.5 seconds on Thorpe. Chuck Cobb making it around Michael Hayes back there to take over the third position. Justin LeBlanc, he's back here fighting his car a little bit in that fifth position. He's trying to catch to the back end of Michael Hayes, but he's got like 3 seconds to make it happen. Again, Justin LeBlanc, Michael or Chuck Cobb, David Bradford probably do not need to pit any more time or any more of this race. Cody Hager back here, he's got Donnie Honeycutt right there in front of him. That's for the 8th, 9th, and you got Jason Schilling back there for the 10th position. David Holsey right there in front. So David Holsey doing a very good job of staying on the lead lap with all the damage that he gives second place to Chuck Cobb. Chuck Cobb caution is out.
Real quick and then tell me what you got.
Let's see what we can find here. What happened here? What brought out the caution? Trying to see what happened, if anything. Let's see, we got 15 of DJ Honeycutt back here in the very back. Let's see, who was that? Let's see what happened. No, it wasn't Ricky Hudgens. I seen somebody right in front of DJ Honeycutt. All right, let's pause it here. And there you go. Let's see who is. Okay, I can't. Let me see if I can get a blimp view of what car that was. Looks like Jeff Weimer. Something might happen with Jeff Weimer there. Or hold on. Let's go back to DJ Honeycutt. And who is that car right there? No. Trying to find him. Well, anyways, we couldn't find out who it was, so we're under yellow. So that definitely helps out guys like Michael Thorpe, Michael Hayes. I know David Bradford and Chuck Cobb might not want to seen that yellow. That definitely hurt them. I'd like to find out. I mean, I would love to go on back. I seen the smoke from DJ Honeycutt's car. I just didn't see Jeff Weimer on the tail end of the lead line, going to try to get his lap back and get onto the lead, back onto the lead lap as well. Or you go down there in pit road. So here we go. We're going to reset it. 31 laps to go. David Holsey, Michael Hayes, Chuck Cobb, Don Blazer, Michael Thorpe Jr., your top 5. Yeah. As we watch David Bradford lead him down to the start finish line, or coming through the backstretch, my bad. Getting ready to go back green at lap. They'll take the green on 108. It'll be 30 laps to go.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. David Bradford getting a good jump. Trying to drag Chuck in with him, but Michael Hayes fights on that top side. Right now it's showing Chuck Cobb in second place. Well, here comes Mike Hayes right back. Mike Hayes on the top side of the track there, riding that rim. Gets second place back away from Chuck Cobb. First, second, third, David Bradford, Mike Hayes, Chuck Cobb. Don Blazer right there behind him. Up front, Michael Hayes looking on the inside of the 60. Falls back around, but now he goes on the low side again. Going to challenge the 60 for the lead. Unable to make the pass stick. Chuck Cobb now under fire from the 23 of Don Blazer. Dave Holsey with a fifth place rebound off of his accident, so he's out there trying to get as much as he can out of that beat up old 57. Ricky Hudgens now looking on the inside of him. Michael Thorpe Jr. back there in 7th place. Back up front, Michael Hayes still looking on the inside. Going to try to make the bottom side work and get the pass on to 60, but 60 holding strong on that outside. David Bradford continuing to lead down the back stretch, but here comes Michael Hayes down on the low side. At the line, give it to David Bradford one more time. Oh. 60 of Dave Bradford continues to lead the 99 of Michael Hayes. Chuck Cobb sitting there in 3rd place. Gets a little breathing room from the 23 of Don Blazer. Don Blazer fall back just a little bit, but still in contention. Ricky Hudgens in 5th place. David Halsey, being involved in one of the bigger accidents earlier in the race, sitting there in 6th place, now being under fire from 34 of Michael Thorpe in 7th. 8th, Justin LeBlanc. Justin LeBlanc was just once into 3rd place. Has a long-running car. Doesn't have the speed in the beginning, but definitely has the good durability in that number 85 Fox machine. Jason Snelling, teammate to Justin Blanc, back here in the 95, passing Cody Harger in that 51 to close out the top 10. We have 12 cars on the lead lap. Donnie Honeycutt in 11th and Jeff Weimer back here in 12th. Jeff Weimer getting that wave around by staying out that last caution. David Bradford and Michael Hayes out front right now. Chuck Cobb looming back there along with Don Blazer. Just about complete in lap 119. David Bradford still winning this race, still up in front, but Michael Hayes right there on his backside. Chuck Cobb not too far away. Don Blazer falling off a little bit more. And here comes Michael Thorpe into 5th place, trying to make some headway. David Bradford still out front. Michael Hayes right there behind him. Chuck Cobb about 1.3 seconds behind these two guys. Lap 1:22. Almost 10 laps to go. Michael Hayes now falling back just a little bit from David Bradford. Last time by, David Bradford, the quickest on the track. Chuck Cobb being the second quickest. Jason Schilling, Cody Hager back here battling for 9th and 10th. I don't see any damage really done to, maybe a little bit of damage to that 95 of Jason Schilling. Cody Hager, involved in that early accident. All right, approaching 10 laps to go. Cody Hager still holding a half a second lead on Michael Hayes. Another second and about another half a second, maybe 7/10 of a second behind that is Chuck Cobb. Don Blazers falling back into the clutches of Michael Thorpe now. Here comes Justin LeBlanc, the 85, the Canadian, trying to come up through there with Michael Thorpe. He's got that long range, that longevity in that car tonight. So Justin LeBlanc trying to make his way back up here into the top 5, sitting in 6th place right now. This time by, we'll get the 10 to go signal. Well, I'll get the 10 to go signal. Chuck Cobb getting underneath Michael Hayes for 2nd place. Good run out of that 81 car. He's gotten around Michael Hayes. Now he's going to set his sights on David Bradford, try to steal this win at the last possible moment. Something happened with Michael Thorpe. Michael Thorpe falling back to 6th place. Justin LeBlanc now in 4th place. Don Blazers falling back to 5th. So if it ends right now, 3 teams are going to be in the top 3. You got TCB, Blazing Fools, and the Lazy Lizards. David Bradford's going to make his car as wide as it possibly can these last couple of laps here. Because here comes Chuck Cobb. Now 0.3 of a second right there behind him. He's got the whiff of the draft. Side by side going into tri-oval. Give that one to Chuck Cobb. Oh, Chuck Cobb goes up and hits the wall. Oh my goodness. Chuck Cobb was not able to hold it and he taps the wall big time. Gives the lead right back to David Bradford, but here he comes again. Oh my Lord. Chuck Cobb's car is all over the place right now. David Bradford with the advantage, but Chuck Cobb not giving up. Coming to the 2 to go. Chuck's back end is just all over the place. Had the opportunity to took the lead. Not to say he took the lead, could not make it stick. Goes up and taps the wall as Chuck would put it. He kind of ran out of talent right there, but he gave it his all and just couldn't hold it down there. Looks like he's going to be able to hold it on for a 2nd place finish, but I do believe David Bradford is going to get the white flag one more time around for the 60 car of David Bradford. Justin LeBlanc has gotten around Michael Hayes. Justin Blanc had that long distance race figured out. Coming around turns 3 and 4 one last time. Here's David Bradford's going to take home the checkered flag once again. Chuck Cobb is going to come home 2nd. 3rd's going to go to Justin LeBlanc. Michael Hayes is 4th. Don Blazer's going to finish 5th. Nope, sorry. Don Blazer finishes 5th. Michael Thorpe is 6th. David Holsey with a good, he's going to, like that. Cody Hager is going to finish 8th, and Ricky Hudgens is going to finish 9th. Jason Schilling is 10th. Donnie Honeycutt is 11th. Jeff Weimer 12th. 13th is going to go to DJ Honeycutt. So a lot of interesting. DJ's doing a burnout just for the pleasure of doing burnouts, I see. But our big winner tonight, the guy who's supposed to be doing burnouts, David Bradford. Take a picture of that. There's your winner for tonight's race. Sorry, we'll get. All right, so let's bring up Justin LeBlanc, our third place finisher tonight. Justin LeBlanc, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Man, congratulations! You had a good long run setup on that car. You're, I know you were disappointed when that last caution came out because you could go the rest of the way on fuel. But you still managed to come back and finish third place, man. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was a really tough race. It's not Kansas is not one of my best in the Xfinity car. Definitely, it's a hard car to drive. But no, I got lucky at the end. I could get back and chase those guys down. At least I had enough laps.
There you go. Well, I mean, it was a good race. Pretty much the whole race. You guys were racing side by side for the most part. Walk us through a couple of the laps out there. How was the racing, and how was the car, and how was the feel?
Yeah, it started. I wasn't too sure about this car because it's pretty loose, so I try to stay in the back a little bit. But the guys really, we went 3 wide, 2 wide most of the laps, and we started pushing at the end. So it was good, hard battling. It was fun.
All right. Well, we're going to Bristol next week, so we're going to go from a fast big track to a fast small track. How are you liking your chances over there in Bristol?
Yeah, we'll take it race by race. Bristol is another one. I usually like Bristol, but don't have much luck in it because it's usually a wreck fest. But no, we'll see how it goes. Usually it's pretty fun.
Well, hopefully you guys can get out there and do a great job and keep it from being a wreck fest. But man, before I let you go celebrate with the rest of the Lazy Lizards, man, who can we give a shout out tonight to?
Like to get a shout out to the top 3 guys there. David on the win, and I thought Chuck had it for a while, but I guess he hit the wall and just lost it. But
oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're definitely gonna get into that in the next interview.
Yeah, because I was trying to follow Chuck because he was really fast all night. So we were either I was in front of him and he was trying to follow me, or I was following him, and we pretty much did the same strategy. So no, I thought he had it for sure, but shout out to everybody at the Lazy Lizards, Mike Hayes too. Like at the end, I was catching him, but he hit the wall and he was really slower, so he just let me by instead of us battling. So shout out to Mike and for the setups and everything. So and you're
All
at the
right.
booth, Michael.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man. Well, congratulations on the third place finish, man. We look forward to seeing you next week at Bristol in the trucks and in the Xfinity cars on Monday, man. So congratulations on third place finish, and good luck next week.
All right, thanks.
All right. So that is your second place finisher, Justin LeBlanc. Looks like all of Blazing Fools and Dirty South left the premises. So we will not be having, we won't be able to ask Chuck Cobb. Hold on, somebody just jumped around, but yeah, no, we won't be able to ask Chuck Cobb about that daring last ditch dive trying to get the win away from David Bradford. But we'll go back in here. We'll talk to David Bradford, our winner tonight. David Bradford, Mike Lush in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, yes, sir. How you doing?
Man, we're going to bring you up one race earlier because second runner-up position decided he wasn't going to stick around and he left. So here we're going to talk to you. Man, you had a good car. You led a lot of the laps. It looked like Chuck Cobb had that long distance feel on his car. Had 30 laps on that last thing. Walk us through the last couple laps with the battle between you and Chuck.
Yeah, I wore my tires out there racing the 99 and just trying to stay up in front of him as much as I could. Just protecting that high side, getting good runs off, making sure I was getting off the corner. But he raced me clean, and I appreciate that. And man, there was nothing much I could do about that car that was coming. I mean, the 81 there, he had sat back and saved his tires, and man, he had it. Like, I came off four and I got sideways, and I told my team, I was like, yeah, sorry, he's got it, guys. I can't do nothing about it. And then we've all done that before, just running it up into the wall like that, and everybody's done it. So it's not like we can all point and laugh or nothing like that. But everybody's
Oh
done
God,
it.
no. I mean, that was a guts. I mean, it was a gutsy call. He had to do something. I mean, I think anybody that was sitting there in second place would have probably made that same decision to try to dive it down there and hope. And if you're a church person, just start praying that car sticks. And unfortunately for Chuck, it wasn't able to stick. And good job from you by crossing him over in order to miss colliding into him, and you and him getting into a big accident and bringing out another yellow. So congratulations on that as well, and also congratulations on the win.
I appreciate it, man. It's been a lot of fun getting back into the open setup stuff, and really enjoyed working with it on the guys throughout the week. We really didn't get to work on it too much this week, so it's we got lucky this week for sure. I mean, Chuck was going to ride off into the sunset with that one. There was nothing I was going to be able to do with him. He did everything right, and then just bad luck came his way.
Yeah, sometimes that's battle, and Chuck definitely put on a really good show and was racing really hard out there. But now that this race is over, we're going to move to Bristol next week. How are you liking your chances over there in Bristol?
I haven't raced this car in Bristol in probably a few years, so I honestly don't know, man. It's usually a pretty good track for me. It's a lot of fun, can move around, so should be a good race, even just to watch, I think.
Yeah. Well, here we're approaching the playoffs. You were not eligible for the playoffs because you came in us too late. You liking the league enough that y'all gonna stick around and come back next season and run for that championship?
I don't see why not, man. I see, it's a group thing, and we all just kind of decide on things from a group standpoint. So far, I think we'd all come back. And
all right, well, that sounds that sounds good, man. But before we let you go, man, who can we give a shout out tonight to?
Of course, gotta thank George and Dad. They're watching at home. No matter what I race, those guys are always watching, and I appreciate it, and I know you guys do too.
We definitely appreciate all the viewership that we get for the league, for the channel, and for these drivers. Without these guys out here watching, it wouldn't be worth even broadcasting. So thanks everybody for watching. Well, David, man, congratulations once again for the victory, man. We look forward to talking to you again, maybe next week at Bristol. You've been on a rip. We definitely look forward to seeing how you do next year. We're thinking about bringing the Cups series in and get rid of the Xfinity, but we're going to see how that goes. What do you think about that?
I honestly have no experience whatsoever with the Cup car. It's very, very limited experience. It would
well, I think with
the
the new Gen 6 cars or the next gen or wherever they're calling them, I think nobody really has experience in them. So it's going to be a learning curve for about everybody who's running in there. So, but man, again, congratulations for the win. We look forward to talking to you again in Bristol, man. Congratulations, and you have a good night.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, that is your big winner tonight, David Bradford. I believe that was his third win since coming into Global Racing League, and don't see that Chuck had come back. So we're going to go ahead and close out the race. It was a great race, a great ending. You seen Chuck Cobb just, I mean, he gave it his all. Came up a little short, but if he's listening to the broadcast, definitely good performance by him and that 81 White Buffalo machine. There was something I was supposed. Before I tune out, definitely want to give a big shout out to David Munns if he's watching out there. Hope you get well, bud. Get back in racing form and get back here with us and in some kind of capacity. It don't have to be racing. Just get on when you get better and let us know how you're doing. We're all thinking about you, and the church people are praying for you. And with that being said, I'm going to sign this out for Global Racing Esports Network and Global Racing League Xfinity Series. I'm Mike Lester. Good night.